Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. Look at you getting all this content this week. I'm just feeling really good and I wanted to do a simple video because I have an idea of what I want to do. So basically I wanted to go really in depth and show you how I do the simple look. It's basically just a wing liner and a lip. And yeah, it's a really effective look. I think it makes you feel really powerful as well, and it's so simple, so easy. And for those of you new here, I am Literallylewis and I'm based in Adelaide, Australia. I love bright coloured lipsticks, so I'm going to be using Coral Fixation in today's look, as you probably would have seen in the thumbnail. But yeah, that is basically what we're going to be doing in today's video. It's just a simple, in-depth video for you guys. I hope it's not too long. But yeah, let's get started. Okay, so before we start, I'm going to say that I have done my contour with the Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit. I've got my Maybelline foundation on Super Stay, and I am very oily, and this works really well for me. I don't even set it, it really does work. I have the Benefit, where is it? Cabral on in the shade 3, or is it 4? Nope, 3. It's the perfect shade for my brows because they're quite dark, but they're not dark, black dark. And I have Paint Pot on my eyes to prime the eyes. My eyes are a little bit stained from yesterday because I did a look using Jeffree Star's pink shadow, and that just stains the eyes a little bit, which is fine. I think that's all. Yeah, that's everything on my face so far. So let's get started. So, like I said, I'm going to be using the Jeffree Star Coral Fixation lip because it's just beautiful, and I lost it for a hot second and then Sam found it and I was like, this is why I married you, because you find my lipsticks when I lose them. Anyway, let's get started. So, to start off with the wing, I always get tape. I always stuff it up if I don't use tape, so I just use tape anyway. I mean, why not? You're going to get a sharp, crisp line. And if you don't, when you peel the tape off and it goes a little bit weird, you can always fix that with concealer, so it's fine. So I like to apply this, and because I've got a base on already, I like to play with the sticky tape a little bit and get rid of some of the stick so it doesn't take a lot of my foundation off. It still does, but it's easier to fix if it's less sticky than if it's really sticky. And how I apply my tape, so you see where the crease is here underneath, I don't apply right next to the lid. I apply following this line and then going up from there. So I like to apply the tape about there, and then literally I have hooded eyes, so my eyelids do meet up with where it is, because I notice when I put it here, it'll it won't be a complete eye. I'm really bad at explaining things, but I'm going to try my best. And I also like to match up with the end of my eyebrow about a centimetre or 2 centimetres away from the tail. And yeah, that's how I apply my sticky tape. Okay, now this next bit's going to be a little bit tricky, but I'm going to try explain it as best as I can. So as you can see, I have hooded eyes. They're not terribly hooded, but they are quite bad. So when I apply shadow here and I just look straight forward, you cannot see it at all. But I've learnt how to do a wing finally. I used to have my wing transfer up here all the time, or the line would be really messily. Hopefully that doesn't happen in today's video. But yeah, I'm using Coral Fixation. Like I said, I've said that too many times. You know what colour I'm using. The brush. I am using, this is literally a $2 brush from Kmart. I got it in a set of brushes, and I just find it's really good for applying wings. There was also this one that came in the set, which is really nice and precise. And then there's this really tiny one that I bought from a paint store because I wanted to see if I could do intricate artwork on my eye. I can't. I'm just not the best and talented at that. So I just use that for drawing dots and stuff and stars, when I do looks like that where I feel comfortable with what I'm drawing. Anyway, what I like to do is I'll get some lipstick out. Also, you can use pretty much any liquid lipstick, but just be careful and check if it's eye safe. Obviously, Jeffree Stars are all eye safe, so they're fine. But yeah, if you want to use a different coloured lipstick and you're not sure, just look up on the website, I guess. But I know that Jeffree Stars are eye safe, so that's what I use. So I get a little bit on the back of my thumb. Usually I like use it like a pencil. Wait, what's it called? What artists use, I use it just like as a base. And then I will get some on the back of my brush. Start off, I start in the middle here. I'm gonna see if I'm in focus. Okay. And I'll just lightly tap right next to the eyelash. And then slowly make my way over here. And then I will connect it in the middle. So got this line. I'm happy with that. I'm not going to touch that now. So this is the point where hooded eyes come into play. So as you can see here, the crease like folds here. So we don't want to go above that. We want to stay underneath that, but still draw the wing. So what I like to do is I'm going to get a little bit more product. And take a deep breath because I'm freaking out. I like to go right across, just underneath that fold, and then connect it up. And then, if you want it a little bit bigger, I always do, I love a big wing, just drag it up a little bit. And then basically just fill in that. And then connect those two there. And you have your wing. So this is what it should look like. I'm actually going to make it a little bit longer. I love a dramatic wing. And then I'm going to peel it away and hopefully this worked. Yeah, boom. I'm very happy with that wing. I don't think I need to clean it up at all. But yeah, you see how like if I like remove, like my lashes are in the way, but like it's actually not there. Oh, how do I explain this? You see how it's like not at the end of my actual eyelid and it kind of comes down? What I would do is I would put orange shadow in there, but it doesn't really matter because I'm going to be taking pictures all from the side and the front and you can't really like tell that it's like an incomplete wing. I'm trying to move my lashes out of the way, but they're just really annoying. But yeah, that is basically one wing all done. I'm going to do the other wing off camera and it's basically almost the look done. Oh my god, so quick. I just wanted to say something as I'm doing the other eye. So basically both my eyes are like different shapes. So I will show you me doing this one as well. But this eye is a lot more hooded than this eye. This eye is a bit more open. So I find doing wings on this eye a lot easier. But I just needed to say that because I know a lot of people have like one eye completely different to the other eye. See how this one's like a lot more open and this one's like a lot more lazier? Like I'll just like do my resting face. It's more open and this one, I just find that wings work so much better with this eye because I don't know, I just find like if your eyes are a little bit squinted, a wing looks better. I don't know, it's just a thing. But yeah, anyway, moving on. Okay, so for lips, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the best at applying lipstick. I'm still like learning what shape works well for me. I'm slowly getting there, but honestly, I'm not the best. So if you just want to skip this and go to the end and then just, I don't know, just skip this bit, that's fine. But what I do is I'm going to just do it and then I'll talk after because obviously you can't talk while you're putting lipstick on. I've already stuffed up. But yeah, when I put my lipstick on, I always do the bottom first. And I will do one collective swipe, like trying to reach the bottom of my lip. And then trying to connect it to the corner. And then from the corner, I will just connect it. Actually, that's not too bad. And same over here. Then I will dunk in one more time. And do the top. So for the top, I like to... Because you know how like lipstick gets that little bit of product on there and it's like, if you go on the edge, it's going to just make it messy. I like to just wipe it in the middle there. And then I do this weird face and just like try to connect the dots. Well, try to just outline my lip. And I do this face. Oh, that was awful. See how my lip's like up here? And I totally underdrawed it. I still have. Let me just bring that up a little bit. But yeah, my lips are naturally pointy, but I do like to make them curvy, so I will go in with that later. But yeah, that's basically how I apply my lipstick. Let me just do it off camera and then I'll be right back. Alright, just one last thing with the lips is it will get all over your teeth. So what I like to do is see all that product that came off on my... And it's still got my teeth. But yeah, that always happens with Jeffree Star's lipsticks. So I like to do that. Or you can just blot it with tissue. But I find that takes off a lot of product when I do that. So I just do it with my finger because it's easier. But yeah, that is the lips done. Now I'm going to do my favourite step. Left it till last because, bitch, highlighter, love. I'm going to use Ice Cold and I'm just going to show you how I apply it. Okay, so highlighter. I use Jeffree Star Ice Cold literally all the time. I still haven't even like touched near to pan, but like it's so grubby and messy. You can still see the star, but I like to work around the star because I like to like keep the star intact. Same with my Jeffree shadows. I posted a look where I was showing my whole Jeffree Star palette with my look, and people noticed that I use like all the corner bits because I don't want to touch the star in a Jeffree Star palette. Like that's the best bit. Anyway, so I've got the Fly High brush from Jeffree Star Morphe collab. Now I'm not gonna lie, this isn't my favorite brush, but it does work well because look how frayed it is, and I only use it for highlighter, and like that's how frayed it is. Let me just see if I can see how it's like. Yeah, it's not my favorite, but I still use it because it's iconic. And what I do is I don't wet the brush or anything because it doesn't need it. I'll go right in the middle of the star. And then I'm just gonna slightly... Oh, bitch! Yes, get really excited about highlighter because I love highlighter. And I just brush the skin right on top of my cheekbone. And that's where you want your highlighter to sit. But once again, like my eye shape affects my cheek over here as well. So I'm a bit more like careful over here. And I'm gonna brush it just along the top of my cheekbone as well. Just like that. Not using a lot of product. Well, it is using a lot of product. But like I'm just like literally featherily brushing the skin. I hope that makes sense. And then, bitch, she goes in. I've learnt this new trick. Taught myself. I've got this brush. This is a Real Techniques brush from a brush set. I can't remember. It literally says it's the setting brush. I use it as a highlighter brush. I will dig in, get quite a bit of product on, and just on the cheek, just, oof! Look at that. Ooh! And then when you take photos, it's like, ah! And I love that, like, so much. When you take photos, it just hits the light, like, perfectly where you want the highlighter, and boom! There she is, like... Yes! And that is your finished look. Like, it's so easy, and I honestly feel so good and powerful in like just a wing and a lip that match. Like, I think it's so good. Like, Karma would be a good, like any shade would be good, except for nude. I don't think a nude would work too well unless it's like a dark nude, like the brown ones that he's come out with, like Dominatrix would be a really good one. Like colors, like Breakfast at Tiffany's, obviously Coral Fixation, this Queen Bee, like all the bright colors are so fun. Like, if you like are scared of doing colorful looks, I suggest doing this because it's so fun. Because you can even do it with eyeshadow. You can do an eyeshadow just colored, just the wing, not a crease or anything. You can put like a little bit in the crease if you want, if you're that type of gal. But yeah, I just think it's such an easy, quick go-to look if you're in a rush and you just want to look glam, but like don't have to put in much effort. But yeah, guys, that is it for today's video. Short, sharp, and shiny. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, I would literally love if you give it a massive thumbs up down below. Let me know what your favourite colour of Jeffree Star liquid lipstick is from the like funky range. Like, don't give me nudes. Don't give me nudes. I don't want the nudes. I want the funky colours like Jawbreaker, Crocodile Tears, Karma, like those funky colours. What's your favourite colour? And if you haven't already, I would literally love if you would subscribe. I'm slowly growing. Thank you so much for all the new people that have subscribed to me. I literally love every single one of you so much. I'm going to give you a hug right now. Oh my God. That was a hug. But yeah, that is it for today's video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed. If you have any suggestions as well, leave them down below. If you want more videos like this where I go more in depth, let me know as well. But yeah, that is it. I will see you in the next one. Bye.